Today, we are rating first-party controllers. This is not all first-party controllers. I obviously can't get all first-party controllers in a tier list, but we are doing most of the first-party controllers that exist out in the realm of video game console world. Now, we already know off the bat, this S tier, no shot. The D-pad sucks, but this controller is absolute S tier. These analog sticks never die. I'm gonna put that in F because that just looks weird. Super Nintendo controller. I'm gonna put that in. I think it's an A tier. If I'm being honest, I think it's an A tier. I think the NES controller is like a C. Yeah, I think it's a C. Super Nintendo, it's like pretty damn good. It feels good in your hands. D-pad's really great. The buttons are really great. Now that I think about it, I don't know anything that'd make it better. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna move these two up because I don't know what would make this thing better. Cause like, it's hard because I'm biased because I grew up with the Super Nintendo as the main console. Steam controller, y'all might hate me for this, but I really have not experienced that controller well enough to give it a ranking. Sega's controller, that is the smaller one. The bigger one is a lot better. I would say it's in front of NES because it's more comfortable. N64, I felt it in my hand. It's not really a fun feeling. I'm gonna put it in F. The Joy-Cons I would put in A, but I'm gonna put them in F because their joysticks go out. They have so many problems, their joysticks go out so easily. It doesn't make any sense to leave. Like, they're really great as a controller. They are so awesome. They are so awesome as a controller. But once the analog stick goes out, it's like, what's the point? Like, the analog stick is gone after a year. PS4, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do with Sony's controllers. Because Sony's controllers are a little weird. I'm actually gonna move NES down to C tier. I'll move that up to A. Because this is basically the Super Nintendo controller with a button slashed off, a select button slashed off, and no L and R. It could have, no, I'm gonna keep it there. This is just smaller, I'm putting it in F tier. This does not look good, I'm putting it in F tier. Joy-Cons to me are B or C because they're small, the joystick isn't good. It can drift. Yeah, the Joy-Cons are F for me because if you have a controller that breaks all the time, what's the point of really using it? Now that I'm thinking of that, the PS4 is going in A tier because the connector, even though it's super easy to replace, it can easily be broken so fast. Wii U gamepad? Okay. I'm gonna be honest now that I'm thinking about it. I can't do this to the Joy-Cons. Oh, the gamepad wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I'll give it a B. The Pro Controller, I've only had a small experience with. I think I'm gonna give it an A. The Xbox controller gets a C. The reason why it gets a C is because the D-pad is crap. Well, it can have a B. It can be in front of PS3 controllers. It can be in front of PS3 controllers. It can also be in front of the PS1 controller and the PS2, the DualShock 1 controller. My bad. Then it can be in front of the DualShock 2. Then it could be, wait, which one is that one then? Oh, the wired PS3. So all these are going in B tier. And the reason why these are going in B tier is because this one literally outrules all of these. Like it just, this, going from PS4 back to PS3's controller, so weird. So weird. It is not comfortable at all. I don't like it. It feels, it has a different controller. But like, they did something with the PS4 controller that is so good. The only thing that sucks is that it's hard to get D-pad placement for very specific games. Because sometimes you'll need to like use the left stick and the D-pad. But I don't want a D-pad like the Xbox 360 controller or the Xbox One series. I don't like those controllers as much compared to the PS4's controller. I mean, it's still good, but I don't really like it personally. The Wii U Pro controller, that's a guaranteed F. I hate that thing. It's like they decided that, hey, let's make a gamepad, but with no screen. SNES does have the best D-pad, hands down, does have the best D-pad. That's why I'm moving that over there now that I think about it. I did not even know that the PS5 controller was here now that I'm thinking about it. Wii controller, it had so many adaptations, actually goated. I love the Wii remote. It had so many things that you could use for it, and it was such an actual, like, good. The console was the benefit to the Wii remote. Wii Motion Minus, though, not a fun time. Not a fun time. If I'm adding Wii Motion Minus into this, I gotta go A. Yeah, I gotta go A. Cause this is the entire Wii remote. I can't do S there. Dreamcast. I only got to toy around with this a little bit. Honestly, I'd give it a B. It is clunky. It's not bad though. It really is clunky, but I don't feel like it would be bad long-term use-wise. This I've never used before. This is just a smaller one. I'm putting that in C. This is the Xbox One version. I'm just gonna put that right there, because I'm gonna be honest, they're basically the same controller. Actually, are they? I don't know, because I've heard that they fixed some things on this. I'm gonna actually move that up. I'm gonna move that up. That one gets an A. Xbox 360, very popular, had its purpose. I would actually say this is way more easier to get used to compared to going, like, this is my main controller. The controller I mean all the time. PS4 one. Going from PS4 to Xbox 360 actually isn't that bad of a choice. It really isn't that bad for me, I guess. Because I don't know why. I guess I'm just used to them a lot. I really don't feel like that's that bad of a switch. Meaning basically that all these aren't that bad of a thing to switch to, if I'm being honest. That's kind of why they're up here. This one, I don't know. It looks like it's... Is that the Stadia controller? Actual trash. The Xbox controller? Oh, I remember playing on this thing. I'll give it a C. It's Stadia F. Guaranteed F. Okay. I'll give the Xbox controller a C. The little... Oh, not this one. The big clunky one. I remember, actually, they're both the same anyway. I just remember playing Tiger Woods on it on the Xbox, and I had fun. That's all I remember, was that I had a ton of fun, and there was a little bit of memories that I remember from it. The Wii... What is this one? I think this classic controller... Is this the... I think this is the classic controller, and this one's the Pro. I think I'm gonna put the Pro. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's like up here. I am not sure. I have so many memories of the Wii. The only thing I don't like about it is the D-pad is, now at least, the D-pad is a little small for my thumb. That just means my hand got bigger, but like, the D-pad is a little small. And I'm gonna put this one down here. I just remembered, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the analog sticks on this were closer than this one. And this one basically feels like, almost like one of these, but I'm not too sure. The PS5 controller, it's a kinda... I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I should put it in A tier or S tier. It kind of has that. I'm gonna throw it in the back of S. I like the PS4 controller. I have not tried the PS5 controller, but the new Xbox Series controller is here now, and I have to rate those because I have this one here. Otherwise, I would put it down there. So I think that these can go here. I hop in and I see Dogbone is an F. What is Dogbone? This is an NES controller? What the f- This is an NES controller? You're what? Okay. Does it feel somewhat similar to the SNES controller? The D-pad does? Alright. Okay, I'm putting it above the NES controller then, because it's basically a Super Nintendo controller with 2 buttons just gone. I think I'm gonna make a little bit of change because I might have been a little too hard on some things. Like, everything from the Dreamcast controller down, I think it's right where it's supposed to be. I'm gonna be a little nicer. I'm gonna be a little nicer. The reason why I moved this up is because that's a D-pad that I can get used to, and the analog sticks are fine. The analog sticks are pretty good. Anyway, I will put it in A tier, but like, nothing is really going to really beat. Actually, I'll move. I think the Pro controller kind of feels a little. I'm still undecided here. Okay, a little bit of shift here. I'm gonna move that back here. Gonna move that forward. This controller can actually go to a brick. I did not like the way that D-pad was built, to be honest. I will put that actually. I will put it down here. I don't know. I don't know where to put some things. I feel like the Wii... You're crazy, man. The Xbox 360 felt nice and comfortable. Hold on. Let me grab one. If I compare this to my... I actually need a feelings controller because I'm doubting. I'm doubting my choices here. The D-pad was just hard for me to get used to. Now I'm remembering. The controllers are okay. I feel like the 360 one was a very popular, good one. Putting this in A doesn't feel right to me. It just doesn't feel right to me. It just doesn't. It just doesn't feel right to me. But I will also move that back down. I think that's it. I don't have anything that I would immediately change. Thank you guys for watching this YouTube video. I really appreciate it. If you want to, feel free to hit that subscribe button or not, but make it turn gray. If you like this content and you want to see something more, maybe more tier lists like this, I don't know. We might see something, but I'll see you guys later.